Hello students, so let's continue with the problems on partnership. So here is the next problem on this partnership. So the problem is X invest rupees 2000 more than Y in a partnership of X and Y, but Y's capital is in business only for it is 6 months and X the for it is 8 months. If out of a total profit of rupees 5800 X receives rupees 2200 more than Y, question is find the capital of each partner. Clear? So in this problem, what they have asked? They have asked to calculate what are the capitals. What is the capital of each partner? So far what we have seen from the beginning, when profit is given, how to distribute the profit. They is to give the capital, they is to give the profit, and they is to ask you to calculate the share of each partner. In later problems, in some problems what we have done, they don't used to give the profit, right? They used to give only the share of any one partner, and they used to ask you to calculate the share of the remaining partners. So they used to give the capitals, right, and the share of any one partner, and they used to ask what is the total profit and the share is shared by remaining partners. So far we have seen when profit is given how to distribute the profit, or when profit is not given how to calculate the profit. Now we are going to see how to calculate the capitals, right? How to calculate the capitals. So like problems also they are asking in the exam for 7 or 8 marks. And this question is also frequently asked in the exam for 7 or 8 marks. So how to calculate the capitals? So here what they have given, there are two partners X and Y, and while investing the capital into the business, X has invested 2000 more than Y. Means X the capital is more than Y's capital by how much it is? Rupees 2000. Then whatever capitals they have invested, that is by X and Y, they are not invested for a fixed time. They are not invested for a fixed period. Because here in the further they have given, but Y's capital is in business only for what it is 6 months. And X is for how many months? 8 months. Means while investing the capital into the business, X has invested his capital for how many months? 8 months. And Y has invested his capital for how many months? It is 6 months. So in this problem they have given you the time for how many months they have invested the capital into the business, that is also given. And at the end, what they have said, if out of a total profit of rupees 5800, total profit earned is 5800 rupees, and out of 5800 rupees total profit, right, X has received rupees 2200 more than whom it is? More than it is Y. Means after distributing the profit 5800 rupees, if we compare the share of it is X with Y, so what we find that X has got 2200 rupees more than whom it is Y. Means X's share is more than Y's share by rupees 2200. So 2200 is the difference between the share of whom it is X and Y. So they are asking what are the capitals of this X and Y. Now what are the capital of X and Y is not known, right? What are the capitals of X and Y is not known. So as in the previous problems, when profit is not given, we to assume the profit as X. Like that, here capitals are not given, so we have to assume the capitals. Clear? So how we will assume the capitals? So we know what X has invested 2000 rupees more than it is Y. Means X is the capital is more than Y's capital by 2000. So 2000 is the difference between the capital of whom X and Y. So if I assume X is the capital as X, suppose X is the capital is X, then what should be Y's capital? Y's capital should be less by 2000, because X is the capital is more. Means this X rupees capital, it is the capital of whom? It is X. So this is more by how much? 2000. Means from X is the capital, if you minus 2000 rupees, we have to get whose capital? Y's capital. Means like this I can assume the capitals. If X is the capital is X, then Y's capital must be X minus 2000. Clear? So these are the capitals. Now X has invested his capital for how many months? 8 months. And Y has invested his capital for how many months? It is 6 months. Means what we do, whatever capitals are given for unequal time. So from the given capital for unequal time, we bring the capital to an equal time by multiplying capital by time, right? So we know here X has invested his capital only for 8 months, so you have to multiply by 8 months. and Y's capital you have to multiply by 6 months. So like this we multiply and we bring their capital to an equal time, right? We bring their capital to an equal time, and whatever capitals we get for equal time, so by taking those capitals we remove the capital ratio, and whatever capital ratio comes, that ratio we distribute the given profit, because in this problem nothing is given. They have not given any interest on capital, salary, remuneration, nothing is given. Means whatever profit is there, 5,800 rupees, that entire 5,800 rupees profit is distributed between X and Y. Which ratio? Capital ratio, because they have not given any other ratio also. So always we distribute the profit in this ratio, capital ratio. So after distributing that profit, so how their shares are standing that they have given. After distributing the profit, X has got 2,200 more than Y. Means X is the share of profit is more than Y share of profit by 2,200. So to calculate that difference, what you have to do, from X is a share, you have to minus Y share equals to, you have to put the given difference of 2,200, and you have to solve that. Means you get the X value. But if you go to solve this straightforward, right? So it becomes very lengthy procedure. So there is a shortcut, right? There is a shortcut. That shortcut you have to remember. So how to solve this problem by shortcut way? So as well you have to assume the capitals as X and X minus 2,000. Capitals are given, and it is time is also given. Only here the change is we have to find out the share of profit. What is the share of profit of X and Y? That we can calculate very easily, because we know the profit. Profit is how much? It is 5,800. Profit is 5,800 rupees. And out of 5,800 rupees, we also know what? X has received 2,200 more than Y. Means out of this total profit, X has got 2,200 rupees profit more than Y. So what you do? From 5,800 rupees, you minus 2,200 rupees. Whatever excess share that X is getting, that is minus from the total profit. So if you minus, we get how much it is? 3,600 as the balance profit. From total profit, whatever X is getting 2,200 more than Y, excess share, that you minus from the total profit. Means profit remain how much it is? 3,600. Means up to 3,600 rupees profit, both X and Y have to get equal share. Out of 3,600, means up to 3,600 rupees profit, both have to share equally. Both have to get equal share, because whatever excess X is getting, that we have deducted. Means up to this 3,600, both have to share equally. Means if you distribute this equally, 3,600 and 3,600 equally, equal means 1 by 2, and it is 1 by 2. So you will get how much? 1,800 and 1,800. Means out of 3,600 rupees profit, X will receive 1,800 and Y will receive how much it is? 1,800. So now what you have to do, you have to calculate. Means what we have to find here, if X is getting 2,200 more than Y, then what should be the share of X and Y? Clear? So for that, what I have done, from total profit I have deducted the excess share received by this X. Whatever has remained, that we have distributed equally between X and Y. Now I have to calculate what is X total share and Y's total share. So X is the total share will be, he is out of 3,600, he will get 1,800. And whatever excess is getting 2,200, that will add in X as a share. Means his total share comes to how much it is? 4,000. Clear? And Y gets how much? He gets only 1,800. He gets only 1,800. Means from 4,000, 4,000 is the total share of X, and 1,800 is the total share of it is Y. Means from X as a share, if you minus Y share, difference must come 2,200. From 4,000 you minus 1,800. So if the difference comes 2,200, then only whatever shares you have calculated, that is correct, otherwise it is wrong. Understand? So if X is getting 2,200 more than Y, then X must get 4,000 and Y must get rupees 1,800. So like this, we can easily find out the total share of commodities X and Y. Right? That is very easy. This means X has got 4,000, Y has got 1,800. So how if they will get the shares? In capital proportion only, because whatever capitals are there, right? We take those capitals and we remove the ratio, and in the capital ratio we distribute the profit. Alright. So whatever shares they are getting here, they are getting in capital proportion only. So always remember, capital ratio and profit sharing ratio always remains equal. Capital ratio and profit sharing ratio always remains what it is, same, equal. Means this profit we are going to distribute in capital proportion only, right? So whatever profit you will distribute in capital ratio, means whatever shares you will get those shares in capital proportion only. Means if you take these profits and if you remove the ratio, we have to get capital ratio only. So capital ratio and profit sharing ratio doesn't change. Why? Because whatever profit we get, that comes in capital proportion only. So here what I want to show, that capital ratio is equal to what it is, profit sharing ratio. So if you want to calculate the capital ratio, what you have to do, you have to take the capital of whom here, capital of it is x, then you have to divide by this capital of it is y. So that must be equal to the profit sharing ratio, that is profit of x divided by this profit of is what, y. Because whatever capital, if you divide x capital divided by y's capital, we have to get capital ratio. That must be equal to profit sharing ratio. Because whatever profits you have got, no, if you take these profits and if you remove the ratio, we have to get what it is, capital ratio only. Because whatever profits we are getting, that comes in capital form only, capital proportion only, right? That's why my capital ratio is always equal to what it is, profit sharing ratio. So this is the reason as to why we are going to put capital ratio is equal to profit sharing ratio. So capitals already we have assumed here, right? X is the capital is how much it is x, into his capital is invested for how many months, 8 months. You have to multiply by 8 months divided by y's capital we have assumed as how much, it is x minus it is 2000, and his capital is invested for how many months, 6 months. You have to multiply by 6 months. So if you multiply these capitals by these times, so we get the capital to an equal time, and if you remove the ratio, we get the capital ratio. So that capital ratio, because whatever profit is there, 5800, that we are going to distribute in capital proportion only, or in capital ratio only. And after distributing that profit in capital ratio, whatever profit comes, so if you take those profits and if you remove the ratio, we have to get capital ratio. Yeah. So that is equal to x the profit is 4000 and y's profit is 1800. Right. So just you have to do the cross multiplication and simplify this, you will get the x value. X value means what? You will get the capital of this x. And once you know the capital of x, we can easily determine the capital of it is what? 1. Clear? So this is the shortcut way. Understand? So I will follow this method. Right? So let's begin with the solution. So here as well I will assume the capital of it is x as x and y's capital as x minus 2000. So let's start with the solution. So first you assume the capitals. Let the capital of x, let the capital of x be rupees, x small x you assume, and y's capital be rupees, x minus 2000. From x the capital you minus 2000, we get y's capital. So capitals are known here. Time is also given in the problem. Only here we have to find out the share of whom, x and y. Okay. Now here you write we know that out of a total profit of rupees 5800, x receives rupees 2200 more than it is 1. Right? We know what? That out of a total profit of 5800, x receives rupees 2200 more than 1. So first what you have to find? First you have to find out the balance profit. If x has got 2200 rupees more than y, so find out the balance profit. Balance profit is equal to from total profit 5,800 rupees, you minus the excess share received by whom? X. So if you minus, so we get the balance profit as 3,600. Now this 3,600 rupees we have to distribute between X and Y. How? Equally. Means up to 3,600 rupees profit, both have to get equal share. That's why we have to distribute in equal form. It is not given in the problem. So why we have to distribute here this profit 3,600 equally? To calculate the share. That reason you have to remember. To calculate the total share of X and Y. So we are distributing this 3,600 rupees balance profit between X and Y equally, because up to 3,600 both have to get same share. That's why we are distributing equally. So now you are right. Now this balance profit is distributed equally between X and Y. Now distribute this between X and Y equally. Means first you find X is a share in the balance profit. X is a share. X is a share in the balance profit is equal to, take this balance profit 3,600 and this you multiply by what it is, 1 by it is 2. Equally 1 is to 1 means 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So it equals to, will get 1,800. So X will get 1,800. I have to find Y is a share. Y is a share in the balance profit is equal to 3,600 is multiplied by his share, also it is 1 by 2. So he will also get 1,800. Means up to 3,600 rupees profit, X will get 1,800, Y will get 1,800. So now what you have to find? Now you have to find out the total share received by whom it is X and Y. Now you calculate X is the total share. X is the total share. So X is the total share is equal to, out of this balance profit, X will get 1,800 and whatever excess share is getting, how much it is? 2,200. So that also you have to add in X is a share. Means in all he will get rupees, how much it is? 4,000. And finally you have to find it is Y is a total share. Y is a total share. So Y gets only what? 1,800, because he is not getting extra share, right? So he is getting only 1,800. So if X is getting 2,200 more than Y, then X must get 4,000 and Y must get 1,800. Means if we calculate the difference between these two shares, the difference between these two shares must come 2,200. If the difference comes 2,200, then only whatever shares you have calculated, that is correct, otherwise it is wrong. Yeah. So if X has got 2,200 more than Y, then X must get 4,000, Y must get 1,800. Like this. You will come to the share of profit of whom? It is X and Y. Right. Now everything is known. We know the capital of X, capital of Y, time is also given in the problem, and share of profit is also. So now what I want to calculate? I want to calculate the capital ratio and profit sharing ratio, because we know what capital ratio always remains equal to what it is, profit sharing ratio. Capital ratio and profit sharing ratio always remains same. So now we can write it. Therefore, we have, it is X is the capital. X is the capital into his time divided by Y's capital into his time. That must be equal to X is the profit divided by Y's profit. Yeah. Now you just substitute all these values in this one, right? So X is the capital, we have assumed as how much it is X, small x, into his time. Means X the capital is invested for how many months? 8 months. X is the for it is 8 months. So this you have to multiply with is 8 months. This is divided by Y's capital, we have assumed as how much it is? X minus 2000. This we have to multiply by how many months? It is 6 months, because he has invested his capital for how many months? 6 months. That is equal to X is the profit, we have calculated how much it is? 4000 divided by y's capital, sorry, y's profit we have calculated how much is 1800. And just you simplify this. So first what you do? You multiply this x into 8 months, you get it is 8x divided by, multiply this also, multiply by 6 to both the values. So 6 into x is 6x minus 6 into 2000, you get 12,000. Put this into bracket. This is equal to, just to make the simplification easier, I will divide, because this is divisible, I will divide. So 2 zeros I can cancel, I will cancel. And further these numbers are divisible by it is 2, I will divide. So 2 2s are it is 4 and 2 9s are 18. Further these numbers are not divisible, so ratio remains as it is what? 20 divided by this. So this is equal to this. Now you have to simplify. For that what you can do the cross multiplication, because this is not exactly divisible, this also I cannot divide, but I can do the cross multiplication. So do the cross multiplication. So here you write by cross multiplication. Therefore by cross multiplication, and do the cross multiplication. Means what you have to do? 8x you have to multiply by 9, and 6x minus 12,000 you have to multiply by 20. So multiply. So it is 8x, you multiply by this 9. This is equals to this 6x minus 12,000. Right? You have to multiply what it is? 20. Okay? Like this. And now you multiply this. So 8x you multiply by 9. So you get 72x. You get how much? 72x. This is equal to, open this bracket, multiply by 22 both the values. So 20 into 6x. You get how much it is? 120x minus 20 into 12,000. So you will get 2,40,000. Yeah, like that. Or now here also x is there, here also x is there. So to solve these x, what you do? You bring this 120, transfer 120x equal to this side. So if we transfer 120x equal to this side, this is plus, so it becomes what? Minus. So this 72, this 72x, you keep here only, bring this to this side, it becomes minus 120x, right? 72x minus 120x equals to what it is? Minus 2,40,000. You keep as it is. Yeah. Now from 72x you minus 120x, means it comes to minus 48x equals to this minus 2,40,000. You keep as it is. Yeah. Or now this minus get cancelled, so I want x value, bring this x outside, right? So this x is equal to this 2,40,000 remains as it is. Transfer 48 equal to that side, so this multiplication becomes division. So divided by this what? 48. So x is equal to, not divide this. So 24 ones are 24, 2s are 2, ones are is 2, 5s are. So it comes to how much? 5,000. So x value, we have what, how much it is? 5,000. So x value is what? What you have assumed as x? X as x capital. So what is we have got? 5,000. This is the capital of unit is x. Yeah. So here you write, therefore x is the capital. Therefore x is the capital is rupees 5,000. So if x is the capital is 5,000, so I want y is capital. So y is capital we have assumed as how much? It is x minus 2,000. Means from this x value, if we minus 2,000, we get what? It is y is capital. So now you have to calculate the y is capital. Therefore y is capital is equal to what? It is x minus 2,000. So x value we have got how much? It is 5,000. From 5,000 you minus it is 2,000. So remains how much? It is 3,000. So like this, we get the capital of node is x and y. So x is the capital is 5,000 and y's capital is rupees how much? It is 3,000. Understood? So this is how we have to calculate the capital. So this problem is repeated so many times in the exam for this 7 or 8 marks. So I hope this is clear to you all. Okay. So in the next class, I'll come with the next problem on partnership. Thank you.